earlier today I went over to the Hourglass headquarters in Venice and we did a little shoot. Chanel did my makeup and I kind of took a nap, so we're gonna touch it up, but look at how pretty the eyes are. This vlog, like myself, is having kind of an identity crisis. What I originally wanted to do was kind of focus this video on working with brands and stuff, because that's kind of like a question you guys have half-assed asked me. That's a word, right? Shot with Hourglass earlier today, and then I'm actually going to a dinner in about 30 minutes with Orbe. So I thought, you know, it was kind of fitting. But honestly, I'm over that. I had this, went to this holiday party. So it's a holiday Christmas party of just like women, like girlfriends. And someone came up to me and was like, you know, I really appreciate your honesty online and being so transparent and all that stuff. And, you know, for me, since I am the way I am, I forget that sometimes being honest and sharing things online that is just, you know, I guess personal, like finances or body issues or whatever, isn't normal for some people or makes them uncomfortable. So I think I actually want to talk about that for a second. You guys do ask me or like comment sometimes like, you know, I wish I could be as brave as you, or, you know, sharing all these things that you do. How can I be more like you and, you know, be more honest and open and all that stuff? And I have to tell you, I don't know what I have to tell you. Part of it is, you know, just your personality, and the other part of it, I think, is just growing up. Personality wise, I think I'm actually really naive in some things. Some things that people think I should be offended about, I'm actually not. Like, it doesn't really bother me. Some things that I think are totally cool to share, some people don't think are appropriate. So in terms of that, I think I may be a little naive, and I guess it's kind of cool that in my line of work, maybe my naivete is actually setting me apart from a lot of other vloggers out there in terms of just being totally honest and outspoken about things that I think are important. But the other part of that, honestly, is just growing up and getting older and aging. And I know people are like, oh my God, you know, aging sucks. I want to be in my 20s again. I'm so scared of my 32nd birthday, blah, 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 blah bullshit. Honestly, I don't want to go back to my 20s. My 20s fucking sucked. I didn't know who I was broke as fuck. I was dealing with, like, what do you guys call them now? Not bad boys. What do you guys call it? Like, bitch boys. It's just the 20s weren't that good of a decade. And if you are in your 30s and want to go back to your 20s, I really question your sanity. When I was like in my late 20s, like turning 29, 30, I'm 31 now, something happened, something clicked. And I woke up just more confident, and I don't know where that comes from. I really, really do think it's just me getting older and aging and finally understanding who I was. The question that always like fucked me up in my 20s was you know, how am I gonna make a living? How am I gonna pay my bills? What am I meant to do with my life? And how am I gonna get there? I don't know, I just like woke up one day in my 30s. Actually, this started at 29, I think, because I was about to turn 30, and I was like, what the fuck am I doing with my life? What am I contributing to society? And that, if you haven't really paid attention, that's actually when I started to become more vocal about issues that were important to me. So animal rights, women's rights, body issues, having people understand that there's a body for everybody. Like we all have roles, we all have stretch marks, we all have all that kind of stuff. So that's the point in which I became, So that's the point where I became more vocal about that stuff, because I wanted to make a difference. I wanted to leave my footprint. And then after that, obviously when you're more vocal about things that you're passionate about, you start to feel more confident. And then I turned 30, woke the fuck up, literally woke the fuck up, and felt there. I felt like I didn't have to, you know, censor myself. I didn't have to like tiptoe around situations and people. And then of course that's when I started to share my financial status and my student loan debt and all that bullshit. And I have to tell you, before that moment, my finances was the one thing that was completely draining me for obvious reasons. But the moment I shared with you guys my situation, I felt free and therefore felt more confident. And then since then, I've just been kicking ass. I have been adding up what I have been spending on all my debts in the past 365 days, and you guys are going to fucking shit yourself. You will be so proud. I'm gonna share that on the 15th because that's actually the 1-year anniversary of me sharing my debt journey with you guys. So yeah, I think it's just been from my experience that when you share what you truly believe to be right and good, that's where confidence kicks in. I think obviously some of that is just you being a loud person and an opinionated person and someone who doesn't mind talking to people about how they're feeling. So if you're on the shy side, of course it'll take a little bit more work for you to feel more confident in what you have to say. But the thing that I've learned over the past couple years is this: what you believe to be right and true, someone else believes that same thing. So don't be scared to speak out about your feelings or speak out about what you're passionate about or what you think is important, because there are 7 billion or a billion people on this planet. There's going to be a lot of people who feel the same way you do. You know, I guess like when we're in college or like when we're in school, you are afraid to like raise your hand and ask a question or speak up because you don't want to sound dumb or seem dumb. But chances are, if you had a question, someone else in your classroom did as well. And the same kind of goes with speaking out about things and being yourself and speaking your truth. If you have a truth or if you have a passion or if you want to say something, chances are someone around you that you're going to talk to feels that same way. And the moment I kind of realized that, and honestly it wasn't until I shared my financial journey with you guys, that's when I realized that everyone is going through the same thing. But the moment that you truly realize like you're not alone, whether in, you know, what's happening to you, what you're feeling, what you're thinking, what you're doing, that's when you will start to feel more confident in speaking up and speaking out. But again, this isn't something that happens overnight, obviously, because some people are just built to be able to share. Some people are not, and that's totally okay. But, I think that there's something, like something happens to you, like your psyche switches and your confidence level grows the moment you start vocally sharing your truth. I promise you, the moment you do, you will feel so good about yourself. And trust me, from someone who gets shit on the internet all the time, those trolls don't really get to you, because once you own your truth, people like that who try to tear you down, they don't really mean anything anymore. Oh my God, did I say that entire inspirational speech with food in my teeth? Of course I would. Why would that surprise me? There's a point, if I gave a shit about me talking to you guys with food in my teeth, I would have reshot that whole thing, but I'm not going to. So you can suck on that. We're gonna end Vlogmas here. So here's the Vlogmas question of the vlog. What's one thing that you want to be more vocal about that you're too scared to do in person with someone? I feel like maybe this YouTube community can rally and support each other, because actually I know you guys will. So why don't we share that in the comments? Something that you want to be more vocal about but have been scared to, but are willing to share with us in this video. Okay? I am Misha Dang. I will see you for Vlogmas day 11. All right, bye.